It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Cajun Country in Lafayette, Louisiana, home to the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball. Out to the 25-yard line. Offense working from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take a second to talk about the Raging Cajuns. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are. And now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Raging Cajuns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Under fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
And the Raging Cajuns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, they try to go draw on that one. There was just nowhere for the back to go. Great job defensively.
Yeah, and great penetration. You want him to run upfield on the draw play. The defense doesn't bite, stuffs the run.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking downfield, it's Webb. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got a man. It's Traore. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Lowers those pads. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Louisiana has it back in the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Webb. Going to throw it over the top of the V. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Raging Cajun. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The run to the left. Nice move there. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Got it, looking for a first. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make...
There he goes. Touchdown, Rebels. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handle the ball.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Webb. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Quick release on the RPO. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Spin move. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Raging Cajuns will line it up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Oh, maybe a double pass. He's going to take off. Past the 30. Breaks into the open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, you're seeing the versatility of this running back right now in these last 2 plays. They threw it to him on the last 1st down to get this 1st down, and then handed it to him to get another 1st down. It seems like giving this guy the football is a pretty good idea.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Loss on 1st down increased the degree of difficulty. 2nd and goal from the 8. Looking downfield, it's Webb. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cajuns. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air, or you've got to be more physical up front.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Looking for a man, it's Webb. Moving out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Looking for room at the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. At the 45 on his way. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Reels it in down the left side. Into the house. Touchdown, Louisiana. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete in the middle.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Vegas.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Offense changing the play. Back to throw. It's Webb. Caught. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Raging Cajuns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. The quick out. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly completes. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, he'll throw it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
And the Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Finds his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Nice football intelligence, understanding I'm not going to get to the quarterback, I'm not going to sack him, but if I get him mid up in the air, if I get one of those paws up there while he's throwing it, I can get the deflection and still ruin the screen pass. Really, really nice job by that defender.
Got a man in the middle. Touchdown, Raging Cajun. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the running back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Now the play fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Throws it back. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Sends it back in motion. Maybe a double pass. He's going to run it. Turning it on. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. And wings it incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Turns it on in midfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Runs through the tackle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Lots of running room. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Snagged out of the air. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and showed up with the touchdown.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Webb. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cajuns! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Traore. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Now on the option. Now the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UNLV. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Looking to throw, it's Webb. He's got him. Finds a crease at the 20. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Louisiana! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense.
Breaks into the open. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. The Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Off play action. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Bulldozes his way through. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Dumps it off in the flats. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and goal.
Get set.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Holds it in on the left. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Fights off a defender. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dale, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Raging Cajuns offense will have first crack at this one. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose.
All out of space. Knocked out of bounds after a good... On that one, they'll spot it at the 43. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. The give to the running back from the shotgun. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Raging Cajuns have their offense in high gear. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cajuns!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So North Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Running back searching for a hole. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They go to the ground. Got room to work.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Raging Cajuns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Webb. Flips it out on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisiana. They'll try to add another to their lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he makes the extra point.
Louisiana 14, North Carolina 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana in the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Griffin. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Across the 45. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, It was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble.
Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Got the first down. Looking for more. Brought down at the 23. It's a 15-yard pickup to get them way out of their own end. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why the offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Looking to throw, it's Webb. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Secures it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Stands in and takes the hit. He makes a grab. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
14, North Carolina, 7.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Webb. Going downfield for the big play. Snags it on the right. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. So now it's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Griffin. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. Return Turnovers like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man downfield.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Quick completion to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Unleashes one deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cajuns. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. That's caught. It's Thomas. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Tar Heels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Church. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Laterals it back. He'll try to do it himself. And he's wrestled to the ground. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at Keenan Memorial.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Raging Cajuns will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. He'll start this drive firing. Got his man. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Griffin. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Griffin. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They just keep firing. It's on target and complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it himself. Running into the open space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Tar Heels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To the air, it's Webb. Finds a man on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Inside the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Breaks into the open. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Makes a man miss. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. He leaves it with his back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll try the run. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Floats it out in space. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Raging Cajuns need to pick it up on fourth down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Back to pass, it's Webb. Buys a little time with his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Louisiana! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He didn't see anyone open, said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
To the air on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Firing to the right, complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Raging Cajuns have a lot of options on second and inches. Pulls and fires complete. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with...
Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think...
Oh, he's got some space. He has a knack for taking away the tackler's leverage. He's out to the 34. The Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big-time pickup on that one. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Ellington. Hard-hitting tackle. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Looking to throw for it. Hauls it in. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw again. Unloads to the right. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Tar Heels will have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Sweet cut there. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Hard running there. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up.
Going deep. Brings it down on the right side. Running free. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're